Hello everyone, welcome to a new tutorial. This is part 5 of the series on how to create NFTs, pixel art NFT. And today we're going to be building a minting app so that people can mint our NFTs from a different website than the one that has the contract. So let's begin. So the first thing that you want to do is go to github/hashlibs, and I'm going to put this link in the description if you want to just check the description for that. So go to hashlibs NFT Minting Dapp. So you'll click on that one, and this is the library that we're gonna be using so that we can create our minting app as well. So the first thing that you want to do now is open Visual Studio. If you don't have it open, if you're just continuing the series, then you should have it open. And well, before this, let's just go to the desktop. Let's just create a new folder that says the name of the collection and then Dapp. And now we can go to Visual Studio. So you go to Visual Studio and just go to open. Let's give it a second. And if you go to the desktop, you should be able to see the folder. Just open that. Right? And then well, you can see that you opened it here. So the next thing that you want to do is go to the terminal. New terminal. Let's ignore this for now. Something with the configuration of my computer. Alright, and now what you want to do is go back to the GitHub repository, and you want to look for the git clone so that you can clone that repository. Go back to the terminal, then just paste that command. And then as you can see, well, that was fast. You can see the folder here, and all of the files are here, so they have been copied. Alright, so now what you want to do is you want to cd into this folder. You already did that before because I was testing this code, so you can just do that, and then you'll see the name of the folder here. Alright, so now that we have done that, let's just run it. So, oh well, before we do that, we have to do npm. We have to install the dependencies that we're gonna use. So we'll use npm install, and then you should get, well, it's gonna install all the dependencies. So then let's just wait for that. All right, let's give it a second, and you can explore the folder meanwhile. So here we have, we're gonna have to change these logos because we're gonna change it depending on your collection. So you'll have to change that. You can delete this banner png. No rename. So you can delete it. You can also delete this logo png here. So we're not using that in the Dapp. So the ones that you want to keep are this one and this one. So we're gonna change them once again, and we're also gonna change this favicon. So alright, so as you can see, the modules are installing. That's why you got this new folder here. So this should take about, I don't know, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Alright, let's explore the config file. So here we also need to change this because this is the one that the hashlibs is using. So you want to change all of this just to make it yours, right? And well, let's see what's still installing. Alright, so another thing that I wanted to say is that, if you go to the, let me see if I have it here, but if you go to the tutorial that hashlibs has on YouTube, you can also go through his tutorial. It's really good. I'm pretty much using what he's doing to do this tutorial, so it's all the credit for him. I'm changing a few things, of course, but I got it from him, right? So that's why we're using his library. So all the credits go to him. All right. Okay, I'm just gonna fast forward when this is done. Alright, so now all the dependencies have been installed. Just don't worry about these things here. And now we're just gonna issue the following command: npm run start. And meanwhile, we're gonna be well, that was faster than what I thought. All right. All right. What I wanted to say is that we'll come back to this. What I wanted to say is that you can go to, and I'm gonna use the browsers interchangeably here, because I already have all of this stuff open here. So since we have to change the images, right? So you want to go image by image, and then you want to change it. So for example, let's just go to the config file here, go to images, and this one, the one that's the background, you can see that it's transparent. So what you want to do, you want to go and reveal in Finder, just go locate the image first. All the images are here, get the info, and as you can see, it's gonna say that what are the dimensions, right? In this case is 1920 by 1080. So what you want to do is go to Canva. This is the one that I use to do all my designs, all the logos, etc. So I already worked on all of them, so I'm not gonna go through how to do it. I'll just show you the design that I already made. But if you want like a tutorial on how to do the designs and all of that, just let me know and I'll do it. All right. So as you can see here, we have so this is the one that I did. So this is gonna be the background for my Dapp. So this is it, right? So, and then you go here and you can download it. So if you're wondering how to create these designs, you want to go to create design, and then just customize, and then here you can choose, well, I already did all of this, but you can do the one that you want. So, and then you create a new design, and then you should get like a blank canvas, and then you can change the color, you can add whatever you want to add to it. So this is the one that I made for that. So I'm just gonna and I'll show you the rest as well. So just close this. So this is the images folder, right? So I'm just gonna drag and drop the ones that I already created. So, and you wanna name them the same as they are. So you just wanna replace the images with your images, and you wanna keep the same name because the code is using the same name, right? So that's why you wanna keep the same name. Replace, and then the rest. So I have this one. You want the logo one, which is, once again, you do the get info, and then you should get the dimensions. So then you get you have those, then you go to Canva and then you create your own. So I already created that one as well, so let's just replace it. And then for this one, you'll realize that one is, so like if you go back to Visual Studio, you can see that this is like a GIF. So you see how it changes. So what you want to do is get some of your NFTs, and then maybe remove the background or keep the background, and then you go to a website like you can go to, well, I don't have it here, but you can just type GIF generator, like this one, right? And here you can just put all the images and then create the GIF. So that's how I created mine, and you will see it in a second. And I'm just gonna rename it example that GIF, because that's what it is in the original folder. All right, let me just drag it like this time. Just replace, and you should be able to see it. And that's the one that I'm using for my collection. All right, so we have made those changes. So we have changed the background image, we have changed the GIF, we have changed the logo. So that's done. So now what we want to do, let's see if we could open and run the, and we already made all those changes, so we should see the changes take place here. See? So these are all the changes that, so I wish I didn't change it so that you could see how it looked before. But you can go back to this one, and it looked like this, just like this. But now, since I changed everything, you see it looks different. So this one, I forgot to remove the background. So what you can do is, once again, just go to you can just go to a background remover or something like that. So if you go here, just remove background. So you can just drop it here, and the image is gonna get the background is gonna get removed. So if you go to logo, once again, just reveal in Finder. So let's just take it out for a second. So go here, just drop the image, remove the background, download it again, and then just and that's how you remove the background for the image. You can just put it back in. Let's see. Logo.png. Yeah, and that's how you do it. So now if you go back, let's go back to the Dapp. It's not appearing there. So now you can see it. See? So now we remove the background and we don't have the Y background anymore. All right. So as you can see here, we also have the, well, it says that, you're connected to the Polygon mainnet since we deployed on Polygon. However, this is the test network, so you can change this or not. I think it's gonna detect it by itself. I'll have to double check on that. Anyways, let's continue here. So we have changed all the images, and now the next thing that we wanna do, well, we have to change everything, because if you notice, you can see here the favicon. You see still has the name of his collection, and it also has like the name of his collection again here. So you want to change all of that. So let's change the favicon right now. So once again, you can go to Canva and you can just get that, the favicon. So just no, I think you can create the logo, but then you'll have to go to a favicon generator and then just get this one, because this is 16 by 16. But I already created that as well, so I'm just gonna drop it in here. So let me just go search for it. So I'm just gonna drag it here, and it says replace. So then you want to say yes. Alright, so we've changed these images, we've changed this one, and these logos we also want to change, 192 and the one that's 520, 512 I mean. So once again, I'm just gonna drop them here. I already changed them before. Alright, and as you can see, we have this is the logo for mine. Alright, so now if you go to the Dapp, you see we have changed all the images. Even though you can't really see anything here, we changed it. We have to change this now, So for that, you go to index.html, and here where it says title, you wanna change and put the name of your collection. So in this case, mine is just Much Exclusive Doge Yacht Club, and that's the acronym there. And here, description content means you also want to change this here. So I'm just gonna change it to mean the name of your collection, and then just save this. So now if you go back, you can see that it's changed. Now we have the title, that's the name of your collection, and well, it says connect. So if you, let me see if I can connect now so that you can see. Because this here, only when you connect you get this. That's why you don't see where it changed, but I'll show you once we connect. Alright, so another thing that we want to change is the config file, so that it uses our contract and we're minting from our contract. Because as you can see right now, So this is the supply of hash lips collection, which is like 1,000 NFTs, and we don't have 1,000 NFTs. I think we have 12 or 13, I think. And you see, this is not our contract, so we want to change all of that as well. So we already changed all the styling. Well, not all of it, most of it, I guess. But let me just finish changing the styling. So we also want to change these, the colors. So to change the colors of all of this, you want to go to where it says theme.css. I have all the colors that I want to use. So I'm just going to go ahead and just change it. But if you want to change, let me see if I can show you here. So you see these lines here, these dashed lines. We're gonna change them to, so that's the secondary. So we're gonna change the secondary and the accent here. So this one is this background here. So we're gonna change both of them. Alright, so the colors that I'm using, so for the background that I just told you about, I'm using this color, which is a brownish color. And then for the lines, I'm using this color. Alright, so then we just save, and once we go here, so you can see that it has changed, and it looks way better now, I think. So if you go here, you just expand the window a little bit, and now you can see we have the background, we have changed the lines here, we have the GIF, we have the name of our collection. We still need to change the config. Alright, so let's do that next. So let me just minimize this. So we have done this. So just to recap, you want to go to images, you want to change all the images there, you want to change the logos, you want to change the favicon, you want to change the all the colors going to theme.css, and then you want to change the config, which is pretty much the most important part. Let's go to config.json, and here this is the most important part, so just bear with me here. Alright, contract address. So this is the first thing that we want to change. We want to use our contract. So where do we get our contract from? So if you have the last, so remember that when we were creating, in the previous tutorial, we were creating our NFTs, generating the JSON data and all of that. We created an info folder, and we have all that information in there. So just locate that folder and then get the contract address from there. So let me just look for that. So in my case, I have the folder here. You go here and you'll see that there's the info. I forgot to delete this the last time. Anyways, so this is the info folder. So you go there, and there is one that says Polygon test, right? Because we were using the test network. It was the Rinkeby test network. It wasn't really the Polygon one, but anyways. So open that folder, and once you open it, you can see that we have the contract address, and you can check previous tutorials, and you know how to get all of these. So let's just copy this, and now go to so you want to go to the Rinkeby testnet explorer, or the blockchain explorer. You want to type it there and then search for it. And as you can see, we have here our contract. See, so I minted almost like more than a month ago. You can go here. This is where the contract is, and see here you have the contract itself, the whole contract. You have the ABI, which we're gonna use as well, and we need it, and you have the rest of the stuff here. All right. So what you want to do is, so we got the contract, right? So now let's see if we changed it. No, we didn't change it. Anyways, so just copy and go and put it between the quotation marks there. All right, save that. Let's see what else we can do here. So now here the scan link. Go to the blockchain explorer. You can just let's just type it again, because we have this that says here hashtag code, so we don't want that. So let's just get this one. All right, So copy that one and then go back here. And once again, just paste it here. All right, it's the Rinkaby one. All right, let's save it. And here, what do we have for the name, for the symbol, for the ID? And how do you get that? So for that, well, this one is, it's the Rinkaby one, so we're gonna use that one. Here Matic, we don't have Matic, we have Ethereum, because that's the one that the Rinkaby test network uses, and then the ID that we also have to change. So how do we get that? So if you still have a remix open, that would be great. If you don't have it, we have the contract and we can retrieve that information. So go to remix IDE here, just in case that you don't remember. If not, you can just go to the MetaMask. So there's two ways to get it, but I just want to show you this thing as well so that you can retrieve information from your contract. So we're starting from the beginning again. So if you go to contracts, you know, these are not the ones that we had. Well, mine is here because I was playing around, but let me just delete this. Let's just start from scratch here. Let me delete this as well. Okay, let's go to contract, just say new file, and then just type the name of your contract. I think this is mine, so I'm just gonna put that's all. And you don't have the contract, right? But remember that we saved it, so we can go back here. And well, you can get it from here because we have it here, or you can go to Google Chrome, to where the contract was, go where the contract is. See, the contract name is MED, and then here you can just copy the whole contract. All right, so we have copied the contract. We go back to remix, we paste it here, and then just save. So go back to, go here, and here select your contract, which is this one, and then go here, and well, we have that information as well. So what was the contract address? So if we get it, we have it here. So we go back here, oh well, that's not the one. I don't think I copied it. All right, and now we're just gonna click here so that we can, you know, retrieve the contract and have all the, you know, so that we can interact with the contract in case that you wanted to. So now you see, once you click here, you retrieve the contract, and it says from memory here. You see, and then you have again the control panel here. So then you can, you know, mint, you can do anything from it. This is not directly related to what we need right now, but I thought it would be like a good thing to know. So the next thing that you want to do is change this to injected Web3. And we're doing all of this just to show you that you can get back, you know, most of the information with the contract address. So just type your password and see. So now you're gonna get your account. You're gonna get the Rinkaby network, the number which we need, and then you get, you know, the rest of the stuff here. So all right, let's see. Well, let's do the same thing. You have it here. You have everything. Okay. So what we want to do now is so if you go back to the config file. So what we wanted was the name of the network. So what's the name of the network? So the name of the network, well, it's the Rinkaby. So we're gonna do that. So let's just change that to that. So it's Rinkaby. So what's the symbol? The symbol that they use. So in that network we use Ethereum. So if you go here, well, it's fake Ethereum, but it's Ethereum. You see? So that's the symbol. So we just here TH. So that's the one. And then what's the ID? The ID is 4. And you can get it from here. So that's how you get that information. So we have all of this. And once again, so if you want to deploy on Polygon, right? Or you deployed your contract on Polygon, the main network, then you need to put here the name of the network, which is Polygon, symbol, Matic. So what it was before, and then the ID that was here. So if you want to deploy on Ethereum, then you'll have here the name of the network, which is Ethereum, the symbol, which is Ethereum as well, and the ID, which would be different, right? And how would you get that ID? So once again, you'll just go here and change the, you'll just change the network, right? So go to your MetaMask so that you can know like what the number is. So you can go here, then just go to Ethereum, and then it will change automatically. The main network which is 1, so then you just type 1, and the same for the rest. So Polygon, it would be like a different one. And let's go back to the Rinkeby because this is where we deployed. All right, or you can just go on Google and be like, what's the network ID for Ethereum, for Polygon, and so forth and so on. All right, so what's the name of your collection? Have it as much exclusive Doja Club. The symbol. So once again, you'll just put this. So what's the max supply? So this is why I wanted you to have the contract. So go back to Remix, or you can go here, but it's better to see, and then you'll have to look for it. But let's just go back to Remix. And if you go to where your contract is, which is here, so you can see everything here. So it costs 2 Ether. The max supply is 13. Max mint amount is just 1. So what's the max supply? It's 13. So weight cost. So how we're gonna calculate this, I'll show you. So what's the cost? The cost is just 2, right? 2 Ether, I guess. So we need a converter. So you go to Google Chrome and then just type way converter, and then click on that one, and then just type what's the cost of your if you're using Matic or Ethereum, it's the same. So it'll just mean like you have 10 Matic or 10 Ethereum. That would change. So in this case it's 2 Ether, which is a unit, right? And then this is how you get the way. Then copy this, go where it says weight cost. What am I doing here? And then just paste that. So what's the display cost is 2. We got it from the contract, and then we put it in the converter, and then we get the weight cost. Well, there's a typo here. It's OpenSea. Marketplace link. So the marketplace link is, if you go to OpenSea, that's where this is not the one, it's test OpenSea. Alright, if you go to OpenSea testnet, we're just gonna type the name of the collection. Or maybe not, because we have different collections, or I have different collections. So I don't know if I'm gonna find it easily, but this is the one. Alright, so let's go here. And then just click here. And just copy this, and that's what you wanna put here. Alright. OpenSea, show background. So if you put false, it's not gonna show this background, the one that we have here. This one, it's not gonna show if you put false. So that's why I leave it and just put true. So just leave the true statement there. Alright. Now we have everything. So just to recap, we needed our contract here. We got it from the info file. The scan link, you can go to the blockchain explorer and get this. The network, so where you deployed. If you deployed on Polygon, then you want to leave what it was there. If you deployed on Ethereum, then you want to change it to Ethereum, and so forth and so on. This is information for your from your collection. And how do you get the cost? That's in the contract as well. You need to put it in a converter, and that's how you get the weight. The gas limit, this is a good gas limit. So I think it's a little bit too much, but I think it's good. So just leave that one so that people can mint your NFTs. Marketplace, OpenSea, that's where you deployed. The link where your collection is on OpenSea, and then this is to show the background. All right, so we have the config.json is done. We have updated that. So just close that one, close this. And in the last tutorial, I forgot to tell you that we needed the ABI code as well, the ABI.json, which is here, and we're being asked for it. So this is for the one that Hashlip has. So we have to change this to match our collection, our NFTs. So we don't have it here in the info file, so we can just close this info file. But how do you get this? So if you go once again to Blockchain Explorer, and we have it here. So if you go to, you go to your contract, and you go to contract, and here you have the contract itself, and then you have the contract ABI, which is what we need right now. So just copy that and then replace it. So here, just Control All, let's just replace it, and then just save it. Alright, so if you go to a different file, it would get, well, it's looking like that, but yeah, don't worry about that. As long as you copy it, it's fine. Let's see. Yeah, it's still looking like that, but yeah, as long as you copied it, you're fine. I mean, as long as you pasted it, you're fine. So we have changed the images, we have changed the config.json file. So now let's go and see our Minting Dapp here. So we have it running in the background. And if we come here, you can see that now this has been updated. So now we don't have 1,000 because the supply is not 1,000. The supply is 13. We just have 13 in our collection. We have our contract. So if you click on it, it's gonna take you to where the contract is. It says one of these, the NFT name costs 2 Ethereum, excluding the gas fees. So connect to the Rinkabyte network, which is the one that where we deployed, so that you can buy them. And see, this changes automatically, so it tells you like this is where it is in this network and so forth and so on. So now we're gonna connect, and it tells you mint this. So we minted already some of them. So if you go to where the collection is, you can see that we have minted some of them. So this is important. In our contract, remember that we have the, so let's go back to the contract for a second. So it says that the maximum mint amount is 1. So we should be able just to mint 1, right? So if you go here, it lets you mint more than 1. So we don't want that. So let's change that before we forget. So to change that, you go to manifest.json, and I forgot that we also need to change this. All right. So here, the name, you can go to short name and then just put the name of your collection, name of your collection. So this is not where you want to go, but you also needed to change this. So that's good that we got to this place. All right, so close that one. All right, so what we want to change is the mint, right? So we just want to be able to mint 1. So it's going to match to, so you go to the source folder, go to app.js, and then go to, let me look for the line here. So just max supply here. So you see where it says, where is it? New mint amount. So here where it says new mint amount, you want to change it to 1 because that's what we have, and then just control save. So this is where you change it, which is line 163. So now if you go to the Dapp and then you go to connect to it, it's not gonna let you change and mint more. So that's where you want to change it. So then go and try to buy one, and it's gonna ask you to sign on the transaction or to accept the transaction. So it's gonna open MetaMask as it should, and as you can see, it says that it costs 2, right? And we don't have enough funds, so I'm gonna get some funds and then we'll buy it. But I just wanted to show you this, so let me just reject this transaction here. See, sorry, something went wrong. Anyways, so it's asking me for 2 Ethereum. I don't have that. Remember that before we minted and it wasn't asking for as much as 2 Ethereum, but now it's asking me for that because this is a Minting Dapp. So this is for the public to mint. So for me, who I'm the owner of the contract, if I go to the contract, you can also mint from here, but it's gonna ask you. But I minted before without paying 2 Ethereum because I was the owner of the contract, and I could mint as many as I wanted to at a lower price. But now, because this is for for the public, it's gonna charge me 2 Ethereum. And remember that this Minting Dapp, it's like a way to interact with the contract to mint the NFTs instead of your customers or users going to where it says write to the contract, right? Because we did this before, we minted from here before, and then you have to connect, and then you'll go to this, and then you'll mint, right? So but you see this control panel is not really that good looking, so then you want to have like a Minting Dapp and it looks more professional, I guess. But you can also keep minting from here, by the way. All right, so let me get some of them. Just gonna go faucet Rinkeby, and let me just get some Ethereum so that we can complete the transaction and mint our NFT. So let's try to mint, and it's gonna ask you to to log in, to sign on the transaction, to accept it or reject it. And it's gonna tell you, well, it's to mint it costs 2 Ethereum, and then here it's the gas fee and all of that. All right, so let's just go and confirm to just make sure that you have enough Ethereum, and if not, you can just go to one of those Ethereum Rinkeby faucets. All right, let's go back here and see what happened. Well, it says that's minting. As you can see, it we paid for it, but it's still minting. So all right, see, it has minted. So now, and everything changed here. So as you can see, it says, okay, so this NFT is yours. You want to go and see it, go to OpenSea and see it, right? So let's go to OpenSea. Let's just refresh this. And we should have our own, see, now it says 4 items. So now if you come here, you can, I think this is number 4, yes, that one. So let's go to see, it's Doge number 4. So we have done it. We have minted through our Minting Dapp. And it has all the properties here. And well, this is the test network, but you will follow the same steps for the main network. Anyways, so this is the faucet that I got some of the Ethereum so that I can, do the testing. Right. So right now I don't have more Ethereum because, as you can see, I spent everything on that NFT. But you can just come here to this faucet, and I'll put the link in the description as well. Or if not, just go on Google and just type Rinkeby test faucet or free Ethereum faucets, and then you'll get it. Right. So that's all for today. We're gonna leave it here. We have our Minting Dapp, and as you can see right now, we're just running the Dapp on our machine. So what we wanna do is, just put it online on a custom domain, or maybe a different domain, but we don't want to run it from our machine. We want our users to go to maybe the name of the collection, and then like a custom domain. So we're gonna host this on a service. I'm not sure yet which one I'm gonna use, but you'll find out on the next tutorial. But for now, we'll stop here, and thanks for watching. And if you like the content, please subscribe. Thank you.